go to my next one. I love this one. Amen. The next slide is the gift of a prince. Genesis 17:20. Genesis 17:20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard you. Behold, I am blessing him, and I will make him fruitful. Say, I will make him fruitful. And I will multiply him exceedingly. He shall beget 12 princes. And I'll make him a great nation. Nyankopon shira ode to Abraham baso efren Ishmael, and he said, Obema na dore na se atre. Afesu o say ahemfo tumienu and obema omwe afi. And let's look at Genesis 25:16. The one Bible Genesis 25:16. Or say, these are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their towns and their castles. I like the word castle. 12 princes according to their nations. Prince according to towns, according to their castles, according to their names, according to their nation. The whole message. Amen. So the blessing of God on the child of Abraham was a gift of a prince. Nyamehwehwe enhyira ama Abraham ba. Enhyira onyama no say me pese me yo ohene, a prince, a gift of a prince. The fruitfulness, the multiplication that God desires giving to the sons of Abraham, the seed of Abraham, those who are the descendants of Abraham by faith, by blood, is a gift of a prince. Ade Nyankopon ahwehwe ede ama Abraham asini, ene se obeye a prince. Enti enye Yesu nkoa ene Nyankopon pese oye prince. Enye abaifo na konfon ko Nyame pese omoye prince. But Nyame pese Abraham asefo no so omoye prince. Actually saying they must understand the spirit. They must understand finance. They must understand governance. They must understand military force. They must understand the last one, the law, the judicial system, both spiritual and physical, in a land, in a nation, in a town, in a city. You must know. Say, I'm a prince. Amen. So, God termed the gift of a prince as an exceeding multiplication, exceeding fruitfulness. Or see, and as for Ishmael, I have heard you. Behold, I will bless him. I will make him fruitful, and I will multiply him. And Nyankopon, I can say, the gift of a prince, is exceeding fruitfulness, exceeding multiplication. A prince has no borders. And I'll see, they were in their castles. Your castle, it means a walled habitation or a palace. Into what in a himfie, a walled habitation or palace, or a fortress, a place that is also with arms, with military force. Every Hebrew word be an picture. So the Hebrew word has a pictograph of a basket or a container. The other picture also is a man. So one Campbell man, it means a contained man or contained man, i.e. a wall that contains one for protection or as a jail. Obi a jail. Unya kwan enfiri or just say yabe you ana emrama okwana wofi. Into obi a owo castle, you are in a war place. Untimi obi antimi nko okeke. Untim fa ope enko a war place or a jail or a castle. So it means a place watched and surrounded by walls. A place that is watched and surrounded by walls. It means a place carefully watched over. Baby a yeni kuhu, baby a ye shasuye, said nemaboni bia emmo enwasa biayo. That's a place of safety and security. And the Bible also says that 12 princes according to their nations. The word nation means a community of persons. And is a community of persons. And the word root and the word prince used in Genesis 17:12 has a Hebrew word. The Hebrew word a root meaning, which means to bear up or lift up. To bear up or lift up. Number 2, it means support. Number 3, it means sustain. So number 1, it means to lift up or bear up. Number 2, it means support. Number 3, it means sustain. Number 1, it means bear up or lift up. Number 2, it means support. Number 3, sustain. So if God says 12 princes are coming out of your loins, he means that persons who will bear up, lift up, who are going to support, who is going to sustain the spirituality of a town, of a city, of a people, of a nation. And Tekase, Nyamesi was shirao with 12 princes. Where you are on Henny, say you are going to be the one who is going to bear up, who is going to support, who is going to sustain the spirituality of a town, of a city, of a nation. You are the reason of revival, Christianization of a town, of a nation, of a community. Revival. People become prayerful. People become, answerable to God. You are the cause. You are the sustenance. You are the support. You are the pillar of this pillar of society. Say you are a prince. So if God says that you are a prince, it also means that you're supposed to bear up, lift up, support, and sustain the financial or the finance and business of a town, of a city, of a community. You are not supposed to be a slave, a poor person. And I'm also masika semni a juma ene enkosoni yedie ebaba kromu ebaba emaimu, because you are a prince. When you are talking about judicial system, atentenene ewo maimua nyankopon adwinimuno, or man who are supposed to bear up, who are supposed to lift up, support, and sustain the judicial system, the honesty, people living by conscience. Sa adwumadie no what they say a prince. And sa, tell your neighbor you are a prince. Say one more time. In the case of security system, military system, or structure or strength of a nation, the people who are going to bear up, lift up, support, and sustain governance in the land. A prince is an individual whose decisions and choices, roles affect the socio-economic life and development of people. And a prince is an influential person.